Top 10 Vietnam War Research Topics. Vietnam War History, a Cold War triggered by Vietnam's decision of resisting colonial powers. This essay should explore key turning points. Some of them are the French Indochina War and the rise of the Viet Cong. Analyze the Cold War dynamics and ideological factors that shaped this conflict. You can also discuss the war's aftermath in Vietnam and internationally. Central Intelligence Agency in Vietnam War. In a paper on this topic, you may examine the agency's covert operations and strategies employed in collaboration with local forces. You can investigate the implications of the CIA's actions on the conflict. What were its successes and failures? National Security and Press Media in Vietnam War. In this essay, you may analyze how media coverage shaped public perception. You can also discuss its influence on government decisions and the impact on the course of the war. We suggest you explore Pentagon Papers and the role of journalism in revealing the truth about the war's progress. Music during the Vietnam War, an intangible weapon. An essay on this topic should investigate how music served as a tool for anti-war sentiments. How did it unite protesters and respond to the conflict? You can also analyze iconic songs and their impact on shaping the war's narrative and inspiring social change. Peace and Global Security, Vietnam War and Israel-Palestine Conflict. This paper can compare and contrast Vietnam War and the Israel-Palestine conflict. How did these wars influence global peace efforts and geopolitical strategies? You can discuss international alliances and diplomatic approaches in response to these conflicts. Students' unrest and socio-political outcomes of the Vietnam War in America. In your essay, you may analyze how these movements contributed to changes in civil rights. How did they affect gender roles and anti-establishment beliefs? We also suggest you explore the impact of these changes on American culture and politics. Vietnam War and Iraq War, U.S. involvement. In this paper, you should compare and contrast the factors that led to U.S. involvement in the conflicts. What were the political and ideological reasons? You may also analyze the lessons learned from the Vietnam War and their influence on decision-making. Chain of command in Vietnam War. Your paper may investigate the hierarchical structure and decision-making processes. Evaluate how leadership and strategic planning within this framework influence the war's direction and outcomes. You can also discuss the effect of these dynamics on troops and overall strategy. The political, economic, and social effects of the GI Bill and the Vietnam War. Analyze how the GI Bill assisted veterans' reintegration into civilian life and influenced the workforce and education. You may also explore the political and social consequences of the Vietnam War. Some of them include its impact on public opinion and economic shifts. The Vietnam War, An Intimate History, Book Review. This essay can provide a detailed analysis of how the book explores personal experiences and its contribution to understanding the war's complexity. What lesser-known aspects of the conflict does the book uncover? You may also focus on the challenges of the narratives. Find more research topics on studycorgi.com.